feeling your shit, homie. You're losing your grip, is you pimping the bitch, is you blood over a crip. This a young man's game, old head trying to hold on. You're not the man you used to be, them days is long gone. Still singing them same old songs, guns, drugs, and women, and how my life went wrong. We building blood, I'm trying to get that million. And once I'm on, I step it up like Gates, homie, and get that billion. Can you?
What up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the PDXDOPE Live Podcast. I'm your host, Ray Nelson, aka Double R, actually, aka Ray of Gism, Ray Nelson Jr., Olin, whatever you want to call me, but just don't call me a motherfucker. Anyway, welcome to the PDXDOPE Live Podcast. And today is Friday, February 2011, and we have a hot new show for you. We're going to talk about some topics. Man, the Super Bowl weekend, I'm excited. So I got, just to let you guys know off top, I'm fucking with the Bengals to win. Stafford is really actually one of my favorite players, but I like Burrows and I like the Bengals just because they ain't never won before. The Rams, they got a Super Bowl or two. So, you know, I really ain't really worried about them. Anyway, we're gonna get the show started. We got a couple of topics. We're gonna talk about a couple of the main focus or the main topics we're gonna talk about today. As far as what I pulled, I'm gonna talk about Joe Biden and the crack pipe situation. Kind of weird. There's more to it, more to the story. Maybe some of the panel can explain that, but I have my thoughts on that, and it's kind of weird. It makes no sense to me. Crack pipes. Anyway, we'll talk about that. We'll also talk about Joe Rogan. I'm a big fan of Joe Rogan's. I've been a big fan of Joe Rogan's. I've listened to his podcast for the last 6 years. There's been some things that's been happening with Joe Rogan from COVID. Looks like people have been trying to silence him, but then this video comes out of Joe Rogan, and it's like a montage of Joe Rogan saying the N-word, the infamous N-word, nigga. And I said nigga just right there. He used nigger. I mean, and it's and just to be in full disclosure, it's not in any kind of a context. So it's not like Joe Rogan is sitting here calling the motherfucker a nigga or whatever. You will hear the tape, and I'll let you judge for yourself, though. But welcome to the PDXDOPE Live Podcast. We back. First of all, I want to apologize for last week, and I had to stop the podcast because I had some technical difficulties. I was drinking a little bit, but really it was the technical difficulties. Though, and it wasn't broadcasting on my main platform, so I was like, fuck that show. Anyway, we here. And I'm going to introduce my guests, my esteemed panel, the people who helped build this channel right here. One thing, I want to give a shout out to the people who are subscribed to the channel. When I started this channel to do this podcast, we had like 48 subscribers at the time. We are now at 104 subscribers. So salute to all of you people who have rolled with us and who have built with us on this channel. Welcome. You are a part of the team. If you are a subscriber, you are a part of the PDXDOPE Live Podcast, the new age media and entertainment movement, family, all that kind of shit. Y'all part of that. So anyway, I'm rambling right now. I've been drinking. Christian Brothers, you freak. Introducing, first off, my cousin Terrence Alexander Nelson. What's up?
What up?
Where your shirt at, nigga? Where your shirt?
Right here with my muscles. What are you talking
about? Shit, he's showing
off.
Me. He's showing off. What's up, baby boy? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, head is in the right spot. I was ready for this. I liked the show before this, the little sports show. I was on both Facebook and then jump over onto YouTube to watch it. Yeah,
man, you sound a lot better from your bout with COVID and all that type of shit, though. So
yeah, I'm doing.
How you feeling physically? How you feeling?
I'm feeling much better. I'm much better. I got to get back on the my eat to live thing, though. You know,
I'll stay on that.
Yeah. I gotta get back to lots of salads and squash and all those things again. I haven't really had much. Well, I have had some sugar. I had some cakes and things like that in the last couple
Hey
weeks.
man, listen.
Birthday
All you have to remember. All you have to remember is this: you can have that shit, but you can't have it all the time. And that's just the key to this whole shit. You know what I'm saying? If you try to fucking starve yourself and don't enjoy those things that you like, you playing yourself and you're gonna fall off every time. But if you know that you can have that shit, but you're just not gonna eat it, you're gonna have a planned day for that. So you working for that.
Meaning, definitely.
Starving in between.
Feeling good, feeling much better. Yeah.
All right. So we finna get this shit started. I'm finna bring on my man Jax. What's popping?
Good with you,
Elijah Jackson.
What's poppin',
man? Man, I ain't talked to your motherfucking ass. You sending me all them sinister stories and shit. I told you that you a cold producer, man.
I didn't send you for that. I sent you this to check out.
No, I mean, bro, you be keeping me on point with this shit, though, man. I was just like, "What's wrong with my nigga? Is he all right?" I was like, "Man, we got to talk, but we gonna talk offline about that shit." But no, it's some great shit. We gonna talk about a lot of this shit, man. I got two main stories we gonna talk about, which I talked about in my monologue prior to the show. Joe Rogan and the crack pipes that the president is giving to the crack fiends in our communities. I want to go ahead and bring on our cousin, the lady, the lone queen of the show, Miss Patty LaBelle. What's up with your girlfriend?
I'm good. You got me on. Oh. You have me on.
What you mean? No. I do it different now. It's all about me. I've got to do my monologue. I got to talk my shit. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring everyone else on. There's a part of this. Ivory sitting backstage, chilling in the green room right now. He's in the Ivory. He's in the green room right now. I'm bringing him on. I'm fucking Jimmy Fallon.
Captain Little Cutthroat.
Hold on. Oh, he called you a cutthroat, Ivory. But
I said Captain Little Cutthroat.
He called that nigga Little Cutthroat. I didn't say that. This is words. I'm going to bring on Mr. Ivory Mays, Mr. Scooty.
Yeah.
What's up with you?
Scooty?
Talk that shit, man.
Trying to punish me. I see. It's all good. It's all good.
It's all good. You know, it's all love, man.
Yeah.
I got the whole fucking crew finally together. It's been kind of like a shit show the last couple of weeks, so I want to apologize to all the people that fuck with us and rock with us, man. Shit, positive shit has happened for people. Salute to Patty LaBelle. She's got some big shit going on in her life, and I'm proud of her and happy for her. My cousin Terrence, he's well. Irie is hating on the Cincinnati Bengals, but that's my nigga. He's doing well. Shout out to his wife, sis. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Londa, she's in the building with us. You know what I'm saying? And of course, my nigga Elijah Jackson is in the building. He's been with me from day motherfucking one when it comes to this whole podcasting shit. What's up with y'all?
Man,
what up,
so don't everybody talk at one fucking time.
What up?
You niggas act like amateurs. Nigga, say something.
Get my
talk,
sugar free.
You were talking behind stage.
I was thinking about being a sugar baby, but I'm too old.
Sugar baby?
Yeah.
So I mean, you collecting, right?
Exactly.
What?
Oh no! I'm just trying to confirm what that means. I heard of sugar daddies, and I know they provide. I just want sugar babies.
No,
if that's
Ivory ain't said a word.
No, I'm tagging.
That's a married man over there.
Oh,
man.
okay.
No,
I'm talking about. You know how you go in.
Oh, man, I ain't went in yet. It's gonna go in tonight, though. This is probably one of the most. I mean, I just sat back and I went and I watched all the podcasts.
Terrence?
I always feel sexy. What are you talking about?
Oh shit! Talk that shit, my nigga. That's right. Talk that shit.
Your skin out.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Hey, but what y'all feel?
Wait, the one feeling sexy. He got on his button up, fresh haircut.
Cool. You got a fresh haircut.
That owl over there, nigga.
That shirt is talking.
You know what I'm saying? He feeling real, got the fresh haircut. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I don't even got no hair, nigga. What you mean hair? I just be cutting my shit off. Hey, wait a minute. He said I got the fresh haircut and the George Jefferson shirt. But hey, check check this out though, yo. I said that for a reason. Cause so y'all got Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
Any of y'all? Oh well, listen.
Yes.
I've been binge watching the Jeffersons, my nigga, for the last week, bro. Nothing but the Jeffersons, nigga. I come home, nigga, for work, nigga. I shower up, nigga, get cook dinner, nigga. I got the Jeffersons playing every episode back to fucking back. That's all I've been watching. It's the Jeffersons, bro. And I realized why I am the way I am. I was like, oh my God, this is it just really fucking put shit in perspective. I'm a racist, a bigot. You know what I'm saying? Like
Archie
I'm old.
All in the family.
That shit, but George Jefferson. No, I'm talking about the Jeffersons though. George Jefferson was fucking the worst. Like,
but remember, he was Archie Bunker. He was on Archie Bunker first, on All in the Family.
Terrence, let me tell you something.
And he moved on up from there.
Right? No. Listen, my nigga.
Yeah,
and I went back and watched all that shit, bro. This is what I've been. This has been my whole thing. No new shit. No, you know what I'm saying? Just these shows. And I was like, I remember being a kid because when the Jeffersons started, I was like 4 years old. And so, like when watching it, I knew who George was, Wheezy and Florence, Bentley, all that shit. But it's like the jokes and the subject matters and the things that they talked about and how relevant they are today. Or when it comes to even politics, from being a liberal, Republican, all this type of shit, bro. It's so fucking relevant today. So me watching it, bro, I've been having a great time though. So I don't know why I got into that. I just got, but y'all talking about my shirt, so that's why I said George Jefferson, because he was motor, nigga. He was doing this thing, disco dancing, this shit.
One of the favorites on Sundays.
Yes, and that was the thing. 11 years, one of the longest running shows in fucking history.
And big snake in the
building. What up, family?
What's up, Chicuddy Nate? He there.
Snake,
salute. We doing this shit though, man. We gonna talk about it today, y'all. And if any of you guys have the courage to would like to join the conversation or whatever, I'll send you the link. Talk about it. Let me know. But if not, you can stay on the sidelines or whatever. But we will be backstage and we're gonna chop it up. What's happening hold on. Okay. So what's good? It's Geneva. All good. We in the building.
Geneva.
Geneva.
Yep.
Geneva.
Then, Big Body Griff, he's laughing. He's got tears. All right. So let's go ahead and get this shit started, man. So one of the first stories that I had put together this week. Oh my.
Are you having a moment?
I'm having a moment.
Oh man! Wow!
No, we're good. We're good. Relax.
Okay.
Nothing like last week.
No, last week was just straight shut down. Everything shutting down. What is this? Yeah, that's that. I need you to relax.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking of you. So, calm down.
Hold on. What the fuck? No, that's not.
But I need to calm down.
Listen, I'm gonna need you to relax.
I'm not even doing nothing. I was doing
you
something.
Doing something.
Said that, and then I'm listening to you like, oh, all this extra breathing and talking and shit. They're like,
Hold on, I'm going on mute.
Man.
Oh shit. Yeah, that was funny. That was funny to me. Ivory Jr.
Yes, ma'am.
Why are you so quiet this evening? What's happening?
Oh, nothing. I'm waiting to light Terrence's ass up.
What are we waiting for?
Whoa. Oh, you okay.
What are we waiting for?
He go ahead. Your ass.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Now we're gonna do the backstage because it's about it was engaging about the Blazers.
The Blazers. I went after Bernard on Facebook. I saw him in his gear in LA, And then the youngsters handed them their hat the other day. I was like,
"You a little salty
that's what you get
about the game or something, Ivory?"
Yeah, he must.
Oh no, me, him, and Jax was talking about the old Blazers back.
When, Jax didn't remember some of these, or he don't
old
know
ass niggas.
Yeah.
What the hell? I forgot, Jax.
Them niggas that was Willie Earl and shit like that.
Listen, the athleticism that's on the team right now with the youth, they moving in the right direction towards that. Those old ass niggas used to dunk, rebound, and whoop ass.
Man, them niggas
they used to shoot 3-pointers. Like listen, no, they didn't. Look at you over there. Hey, that's like 30 years before them. Over there. We didn't have no Bob Cousy. We had Danny Ainge. We had Drazen Petrovic. Man, there was listen. We had Buck Williams.
Hell no. I remember
Drazen. Buck Williams.
Y'all was talking about some niggas way older than Drazen. Y'all was talking about some niggas, some old niggas.
Oh, you talking about the championship team? Yeah, Jay Torzik and Maurice Lucas.
What'd you say, Don? What'd you say, Don?
They ain't won a championship since I was fucking 2, nigga.
It's all right. They went. Listen,
they're not getting anywhere.
Out of 30 teams, they went to the show a couple times in the last 40 years. Okay,
coach or whatever, or trainer or whatever. Yeah.
Be cool.
That old
be cool over there.
Upgraded this
Blazers.
She looked like Mr. Burns off The Simpsons, man. They're not going nowhere, nigga. They got that bitch. They got that bitch.
You so mean. You so mean.
They put that bitch out there. That dirty foot bitch. They put her out there. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm finna put this out there. I think you need to know.
I had a problem with her. For real.
Terrence just shaded you up real tough.
Yeah, so she's a punk bitch because they upgraded her.
Right.
Because they upgraded her, they're not gonna win.
Right? That's so stupid. I didn't know if you caught it, but you said
kind of like you better
leave it alone.
You put it out there.
No, you leave it alone.
Oh yeah, it's going down. Hey, welcome to the PDXDOPE Live Podcast. I am your host, Ray Nelson Jr., aka Double R, aka Ray. No, I didn't forget my name. Let me tell you something. She said I forgot my name though.
You paused like you didn't know the fuck you were.
Shut up! Don't you let me do it. Hold on, don't you let me. I did pause though.
Put the bottle down, bro. For real.
The bottle down.
Get some water.
And
that's cold.
So I'm good.
You can do something.
So he was talking about the Blazer spandex that you stole from him.
Who, me? I did steal them. I wore them in your face, so it really wasn't.
You sure did, and I was like, "Where? Hold on, how did you fit in those?"
So I just had to put that out there, though.
Yeah,
since we talk, y'all niggas want to talk that shit, nigga.
What I said, Don, was
I'm like,
I
no,
said you be easy. I said, what I tell her, stop being that way about the Blazers, because that was when I made that joke when you took them from me.
I wouldn't give a fuck, nigga. I took them. I didn't steal them. I took them and I wore them in your face. That's not stealing. You knew where they were.
Just like she did my fucking like she took my football jacket. She stole it. She swindled my grandmother out of the keys to my bedroom, and then she got my jacket and wore it to school. Nigga, we got in a fight. She scratched my face.
But
that's what happened.
I bought those to go up under my
hey man,
when I was going to the Y.
You was trying to show off in front of that shitty nigga and slap me, nigga. So
no, he wasn't near. He wasn't near. This
yes,
wasn't.
He
this
was.
No, it was me, you, and your mom.
No, it was me and you.
And grandmother was there because grandmother was there, nigga. Hold on.
This was
okay. So I'm just gonna let me just give you my perspective. So, nigga, you went in my room, you told grandmother some bullshit, and you fucking told her that whatever you did, nigga, because I had a lock on my door, right? So grandmother had my keys. So Don told grandmother some bullshit to get my fucking football jacket, and she went in and got the keys from grandmother, and went and fucking got my football jacket. So me and her got in an argument about the shit, and we got in a fight. And so I attacked her, and then oh wait a minute, did she attack me? I don't know how that went.
You told me I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. I said, well, nigga, slap me then. And you slapped me, nigga, and it was nigga.
I'm saying, yeah, we got in the big fight. And so then she picked up an iron, she scratched my face and everything, nigga. Yeah, all that shit. Yeah, hit me in the face. I mean,
I
got the scars on my hands, nigga. I got the scars still on my hands from when she did that shit. Well, my skin is I got that real good melanin, so it don't really show that much no more. But you know, she got at me though. But them scars.
Man, that was our only real physical fight.
Yeah, you did that shit to me. I fired off on her, but I was like, Aunt Linda and grandmother was in the way though, man. She got saved on, bro. Like, see, you know, little cousin, man. You know, like, what can I really do though? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, grandma, right there.
Well, when she took myself, we were both there. I was just like,
oh, nigga, she got a pound of flesh off my motherfucking ass.
Yeah, I was just like,
my dad what happened. I was crying in the bathroom, like I want to kill
because I was looking for. I'm trying to go hoop, looking for myself, trying to go hoop, put them up under my shorts.
I'm sitting on the front porch wearing your shit.
And she was wearing. I was like, they don't say, but I was like, it don't say Blazers no more.
Oh, see, you hating on you, Don, right now.
No, I didn't. Went back in the day. No,
Don, you are not catching.
I was skinny, 6'4", like 175.
So I'm not tripping.
No, you were not 175, bro.
Yeah, I was.
In one lifetime, nigga, you more like 132, nigga.
Do you not know? Listen, do you not know that I was? Listen, hold on a second. Do you not know that I was 175 from the time that I was like 16 years old all the way up until I was like 25?
Not at grandmother's house, you wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I was. No, well, when I first got to grandmother's house, I was like 15.
I was there. You can't convince us that.
I don't have to convince you. I know what my weight
there wasn't
was.
no skill.
I was a lot heavier than people always thought it was.
There wasn't no skill at the house.
Terrence, you was the same.
Hold on, I got a picture for you. Hold on, let me show you the picture.
Grade.
Hold on, let me show
you. No. I was I was 6'4". Listen, I was 6'3", 6'4", and 175 pounds at 6'4". What do you say?
So I'm finna go into my thing though, so bro, like,
you mean the white shirt?
No, nigga, no, this the picture with you and George, nigga. You wasn't no 175.
Yeah, no. Yes, I was 175 then.
The lies.
Whoa.
Nigga, he was not.
How old? Yes, I was.
He was not.
What are you talking about? I was 175 for like 8 years. What are y'all talking about? I was 175 for 8 years.
I mean,
I'm
you
6'4". What the hell is?
But I'm just saying.
No. I'm 280 right now. Okay. When I was a teenager at 16 up to what? I've been 280 for about 6-7 years. I've been over 280 for at one point I was at 306. So I know what I'm talking about.
306 right now.
No. But check it out. Back then, I was always the same weight, and people thought that I was thinner because guys my size usually like 145 and stuff.
Listen,
my boy Nico Harrison.
I love
that
you,
was
man.
exactly.
You my nigga.
You stop with that bullshit,
bro. You gotta
because you and your brother,
nigga. Listen,
listen,
nigga. You already know, man. You my motherfucking guy. But check.
Oh, you so full of shit.
We was missing. We missed a few meals.
We were missing meals. Yes,
we was missing some meals back then.
But
bro.
you gotta remember.
You ain't never been a 175 back then, though, bro.
Yes, I was. I was there. I was that for years.
He said that nigga added an extra 40 pounds.
I didn't have to.
Listen, in my mind, I thought I weighed like 185 ish, bro. I was like 160, 165. In my head, I play football, and my shoulder pads made me big. But what I'm just saying, bro, we struggled when we was young, man. It's okay.
Listen,
now you got that way back in some, so it's all good.
Okay. You're such a fool. I know what I was because you know what? I used to hoop all the time. I ran with folks.
We was there.
Oh, you're so full of shit.
Listen, so he could tell. Hey, so to the public, and what Don is basically saying is that Terrence can tell us. I said Tom, but Terrence can tell us whatever he wants to tell us, though, because we was there. Though we was missing some meals. It gets like that. We
were there,
you know.
Right.
You remember when my mom was bringing his groceries over there? Nigga,
yes.
We wasn't starving, nigga. You wasn't 175 then.
Yes, period. I was. I was 175 from the end of my sophomore year all the way
in the microwave.
No, I didn't. We used to hang on a line. I told you, Thomas Kennedy tried to show me that you could dry stock in the microwave.
One time, bro. Don't lie.
No, I told you that Thomas Kennedy showed me that he dried his socks in the microwave and he burnt the things up because they had the thing on.
So that's why you tried to dry your shirt in there?
It wasn't a shirt.
It was spandex. It was the spandex. The blazer spandex you used to wear.
No, it wasn't.
He put him in this little bowl in the thing. Ouch. And then he put them in there and dried them out. Socks, whatever. That nigga, you put me onto that. Listen,
I was telling you what Thomas.
Remember one time we didn't have no food in the thing, nigga. It was cold one time.
Oh, look at this. So yeah,
and this nigga Terrence. That nigga said, "This is what I'm gonna tell you. He can't lie to y'all, man. I'm not finna allow that because we miss meals, bro. I'm gonna tell you, this nigga.
I don't have a problem with that.
I was never be quiet. I'm talking. It's my turn.
Liar."
He went in there. It was no food in the house, nothing in the house, bro. We was starving. The shit was bare. And this nigga came up and it was like magic. He had this bowl, right? It was this bowl and it had the stuff in it. It was like food, though. It had butter because we did have butter in the house, salt, pepper. We got seasonings and shit. But this shit was magical, though, bro. He made this shit out of cornmeal, nigga. Let me tell you something, bro. Wow. Terrence, I ain't lying.
It was like 9 folks that came over to that house. That was in the house eating this shit.
Nigga, hey, man, to this, I will tell motherfucker, like,
I
don't
said I made
know
mush.
my motherfucking, like, when this nigga, I'm talking about I was starving, bro. This nigga made that shit. I said, man, could you make me some? How did you do that? Like, what was it that? You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, he kept it nigga for real though, bro. I ain't lying, nigga.
Geneva, you remember you was there?
Hey, remember
nothing in the house.
E40 was talking about us with sheets for curtains, socks for wash out.
You ain't lying. It was nothing in the house though, Jax. I ain't making this shit up, and I'm not putting no extras on this shit though. I mean, it was magical. It was magical,
16,
nigga, because
17,
a warm meal on your
there.
stomach, nigga. It was no food, nigga. We used to we get eggs and fucking potatoes and fucking chop them motherfuckers up. And
hot dogs and bacon,
and make that shit up, bro. And that was a meal, nigga.
But ice water and whipped cream. That was it.
Like Jax, tell him, Jax, you told me you won't ever fuck with no noodles ever. I had some noodles over here. We was over here chilling at the house. I was like, "Oh, make me some noodles." I wasn't tripping. Jax was like, "Nope." He said, "I won't never fuck with no noodles."
He said, "I've passed that. I've graduated past that."
For real though.
It was that, nigga. Or as another reason why I don't eat pork. Because my daddy used to work at Louis.
Look, y'all need role models.
Hey, look, I swear to God, he used to bring
Nate looking like he was eating houses when he was a kid.
And the sausage in a container.
Oh, Nate, hold on, Jack.
Nigga, I never in my life eat that shit again in life.
Look at Nate over here.
Nate said that y'all need role models. Hold on, and Nate he cut back though, real tough though. He said you look like you used to eat houses or something. So that's what he said. I need you to get back at him for that though. Going down though. This is what we doing here. PDXDOPE Live. We in the building. I don't know what else to say about that though, but it was a magical meal. I couldn't fucking believe what he had made out of cornmeal though. Out of the box of cornmeal with the little Indian lady on the front.
Fuck cornflakes too. Fuck cornflakes.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, we had cinnamon and nutmeg. We had a little sugar. We had cornmeal and butter, and I boiled that shit up like it was grits and hooked it up with that. And it was a lot. And remember, we had friends that came over that morning, was sitting there chilling with us too. I remember that. I was just like, "Hey, fuck this." I was like, "I know I can make something out of something in this place." Yeah, that's a low point.
So I got some people on fucking YouTube. No, Facebook. That's what this is.
Yeah.
Anyway, if they can't follow directions, I can't help them. But thank all of you. We blew up on as far as subscribers. We got a lot of subscribers though. Geneva said fuck cornflakes. And then Nate said T don't start. So y'all right, already Nate. On. Nate, I'm gonna send you the link, Nate. I'm gonna send you the link. It don't matter. Nate can hop on. They got all the high powered time.
Yeah, always
Nate
ain't
finna let that ride.
Tech savvy,
bro.
Yeah, always.
All the shit though. So anyway, y'all. So I don't know if y'all been paying attention or if y'all even give a fuck about what's happening right now. Joe Rogan, if you've ever heard, he was caught, or they found some video of him saying the word nigger. I'm not gonna say nigga. He was saying nigger. So he said it multiple times, and I thought I uploaded the video, but I guess I have to upload that really quick, and I'll bring it up later on. But just to jump to the story, you know, I heard it. Did you guys get a chance to? Any of you guys listen to that or hear it?
I only got to hear his apology, and he was kind of. It seemed like he was kind of regretful, not regretful. He sounded like he was mad that black folks could still use the word at the end of that apology. Because he made a point to say something about that.
I didn't see it. I heard about it.
I didn't see the actual word.
I heard some shit about it, and then I also heard another radio station or another company, excuse me, was like, well, you know, if they want to drop you, we'll give you 100 million over here. You know what I'm saying? But
more than that,
you know, it's exactly his brand worth more than that. So I mean, at the end of the day, ain't shit gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? He can give his bullshit apology and say it was taken out of context, but you can't take deliberate statements out of context, just like the whole fucking Planet of the Apes when he said he went.
Okay. So that part. So when it came to Joe Rogan or whatever, okay, so I can see, like, when you put together the montage, and I'm gonna upload that, and I'm gonna share with everybody so that they can see it and make their own, you know, opinions off of it. But when you play the montage, it's like, okay, he could have been talking about a story saying the word nigga. I give him that, right? That part of it, okay. You were comfortable when you were saying it, but all right, I fucked with you for a lot of years, but you was really too comfortable. But I ain't gonna trip off that, because he wasn't like he was just saying you're a fucking nigger, or he wasn't on that. He was like, it was a story. It was but they only played you when he said it. But the part of it for me when it came to Joe Rogan was when he was telling the story about when him and some friends got dropped off in a black neighborhood to watch Planet of the Apes, and he had made the comment that we were actually in Planet of the Apes. Yeah, you dig what I'm saying? And so for me at that point, that's where I was disappointed with him, because I'm, like I said before, I fucked with Joe Rogan. He's always been solid. He great interviews, good information and knowledge, you know, you get from his podcast. And for me to hear him say the nigga part, you know, that didn't bother me because I understood what was happening with those clips. But when he said these comments in this particular story that they broke down, that really fucking fucked with me. You know what I'm saying? When it came to him and all this type of shit, I can deal with the other shit. All right, whatever. Niggas say it all the time. You know what I mean? It's out there in public, in our music, in these things, you know, in media. And so it's a word that's, we say it or they use it for effect. However, but that wasn't the part that fucked with me. It was when he said that Planet of the Apes shit, or then he had a conversation with, he had a biracial young man on his show, and he asked the young man, what was he? You know, what was his ethnicity and that type of thing. And he said, my dad's black, my mom's white. Well, you know, you're whatever. You know, he's like, oh yeah. He said, that's kind of a weird combination. You know, that, you know, you got the body of a black man and the mind of a white man. You see what I'm saying? And that whole thing. And to me, those two situations I had more of a problem with versus the montage of clips of him saying the word or using the word nigger. You dig what I'm saying? And so just to kind of break that down, that's how that went. So for you, is it a big deal that he uses the word nigger? First of all, say that. And I'm using the ER. I'm using the hard ER on that, by the way, if you haven't commented.
Well, the thing is, I first started watching him back on X Factor, right? and I hated him at that time. Didn't like him at all. I didn't like. No, seriously, I didn't like him at that time. And then I got to see some other things he was doing, how his attitude was with a lot of other things. And then I said, okay, this cat is okay. He's not like that. Now, as far as the context, talking about Quentin Tarantino and all these, talking about these different things and how people do use the word and this and that, him speaking in context of those things, using the words, and then when they put the montage together, that was where they used those things, him actually using that instead of saying the N-word. That's not because it's like last 5 years really as people start changing that up and really using the N-word more often than saying nigger or nigga. And
but why not though? But why not though?
What do you mean?
I'm gonna double back on it. I mean, what's the? I mean, just as like as Jax would say, devil's advocate. What's the big deal with him saying that? In his,
I think he was using in context, but at this point in time, check it out. If we're supposed to not be able to say all this other shit out here, and he has a problem because in his apology, he had a problem with black people still being able to say it with no problem. If you watch this whole apology, in the end, he referenced that, and that's what I'm like. Why would you reference that at the end to justify what you were doing? You should just fight the fact that they took you out of context instead of throwing that back in there, because it lets us know you're trying to let somebody else know that you're friends, that you feel that way anyway. Okay. And that's where he told off on himself.
So we'll stop there. Elijah.
As far as him saying it, I mean, shit, it's said, you know what I'm saying? I mean, now he ain't gonna say it to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That shit straight. Like, so do I got a problem with it? In that sense, you motherfucking right. I don't care if it was the ER or the soft A. You're not gonna say neither to me. You know what I'm saying? Watch your motherfucking mouth. Right. As far as this me being outraged and that a motherfucker said it in, whatever, context they said it in, I mean, shit. A lot of motherfuckers say it. I mean, it does expose how you
There's
feel.
a lot of black people that even allow their white friends to even say it.
And that's the whole problem.
But the piggyback off what Terrence said, though, the whole trying to justify that, okay, well, black people say it too. So motherfucking what? That's just like right now, Ray. You know what I'm saying? We call you Ray Ray. A motherfucker that don't know you, you know what I'm saying? That's not your name for you. You see what I'm saying?
Right. And why are they calling you that?
You see what I'm saying? Like, yes, but you don't say it though. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That ain't no different than females calling each other bitch. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I mean, okay, well, we call each other that, but you don't call us that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just one of those things, and he been doing this shit long enough to know better.
He knew better.
All right. So I'm Don. Your thoughts?
I mean, leaning towards what Elijah said, I could give 3 fucks. What he eat don't make me shit, and vice versa. But like you said, you're not gonna take. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a level to this shit. Man, he knew what he was doing. Whether he was, it's just
okay. So here, before I'm not to cut you off, Cutting. To keep in mind though that these are kind of comments that he made like 10 to 12 years ago. They're not like current shit or things that he said, and they weren't things like he was calling anyone.
Yeah. And right, I mean, I get it, and people change, and people learn, and they grow, and all that good shit, whatever, yay. But the point is that nigga, he said nigger. Then, and you had those thoughts before. That just because you might have evolved and learned a little bit doesn't mean that you aren't the same person. Yeah, people change and they grow in other areas, but you still deep down, you are who you are.
Okay, so
it's just best to see you up front and know it. I mean, you got to be disrespectful to me and me to you. But the fact is that stay in your lane and everything will be fine. Keep your hands in it.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Put your hands in the car and watch your tone.
He knew what he was doing.
Right.
And I have no respect for him. For one, it's freedom of speech, right? So if you have the freedom to say whatever it is that you say, stand behind that shit. Why apologize?
Stand on it, nigga.
You see what I'm saying? So the fact that he's apologizing for some stuff, he obviously feels a certain way. You see what I'm saying? You showed your hand. You see what I'm saying? You showed your hand. Okay, live with it now. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna have backlash from people of color. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have said that shit. And as far as
here's go
ahead.
Well,
go ahead.
here's the thing is though, what you have to understand is that it don't even matter, because if Spotify was to drop him, this nigga gets more. He has more viewers than CNN, Fox, and those type of things. So really, I mean, what are we really doing if we, So I guess my question is, I'm gonna ask you first, Ivory. Though, so because of these tapes that surfaced, they're old tapes, whatever, that he is a racist.
I feel he feels some type of way, regardless to how far how far it has been. He said it. You see what I'm saying? And he wasn't intoxicated, as far as I know. So he knew damn well what he was saying. And
like I said,
he was saying how he felt.
It's just like us. The shit
it could have been high, because he does get high on his show sometimes.
Like, really, just think about it, though. Like, everybody wants to be on the attack, but at the same time, think about it like us. When we backstage and at the house, the shit that we say at the house and behind closed doors and backstage, nigga, they wouldn't be able to handle that. So somebody was in his crew, wasn't trustworthy, and was recording little snippets because they knew he had, or whatever they got that shit.
No. This is okay. So
the world.
The only, like I said before, when it comes to Joe Rogan,
period.
So my thing is with Joe Rogan. So for me personally, because I can honestly say that I was a fan of his. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with him using the word the way he used it per the montage, because he wasn't saying like, oh, this nigger or this nigger. It wasn't like he was being malicious, or he was explaining a story or talking about a bitch calling a motherfucker a nigger or whatever. So you sensitive about that, I can understand that. But the part of it for me, when you I'm gonna find the tape, is when the Planet of the Apes thing. Yeah. Or when he talked to
he reiterated by showing his mindset.
But not only that, right? But the mixed boy who was mixed with black and white, and he said the body of a black man. We was always used as a tool, right? The body of a black man. They didn't respect the mind. Respect my mind. So, and he was saying the mind of a white man. You see what I'm saying? Because a white man in that context is the one that always leads, or we always look to what he has to say, because he's the guiding light. You dig what I'm saying?
The double down from the 60s movement, civil rights movement.
When it comes to
double down, the media did.
Right. So when it comes to Joe, that is where I'm like, he ain't coming over for breakfast, or I'm not finna, I'm not fucking with him, but I'm not mad at him, because the shit that I hear y'all say or myself say in private about other races and shit like that, if this shit was said publicly, you know what I'm saying, your motherfucking ass, you know what I'm saying, would be considered a fucking racist. And that's facts.
It was a snippet into what he really felt.
Would you say he's a journalist?
We would be on the FBI.
He's an entertainer.
He's like me and you and Don and and Elijah and Terrence right now.
He has a lot of different types of followers.
So, but
what I'm getting at is he knew better.
He knew better.
Everybody knows.
What is it?
He thought he was
though.
Yeah, but he thought he was insulated when he was talking about Quentin Tarantino and the rest of the stuff. He thought he was insulated enough.
Everybody knows that if another race calls another black person, refers to another black person as a nigga or a nigger, there's gonna be that's a no, right or wrong.
Not in the NFL.
So, but here's the thing. But here's the thing. But see, I think that a lot of times that a lot of times people don't really think about the whole scope of this thing, though, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck you think people say when they at home? or how they fucking talk.
What you say at home,
it don't matter. You're talking about
matter.
telling the people. No, it don't. Because
it do matter.
What I'm saying, not for what I'm saying, because what I'm saying is it's like this. A person can say what the fuck they want to say, right?
But why is he apologizing for it then?
What I'm saying is because of the context of the Planet of the Apes shit and that other one. That's the real ones that
no, you are correct. You are correct about that. You're correct about that. But the one thing with with the whole thing with him,
as far as him saying nigger, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about that. That don't mean nothing to me. The part that fuck with me is about the planet. He said what he said. He was like, he said that we got dropped off in this neighborhood or whatever, and it was all black people, was no white people. We were in Africa. We were in the planet of the apes. That part resonated as far as to the mentality to me. You see what I'm saying? Not that he said nigger. I don't give a fuck. I know how motherfuckers talk when they at home and behind closed doors, nigga.
Well, there's a thing, right?
You can't.
But listen, this is the thing. You can talk at home behind the doors, but you don't put that. But you don't put. Yeah. Well, that's what the.
But
well,
so what you're saying is,
but he showed his context.
But he no.
His mindset.
That just in that part. But what I'm talking about when he says the word nigger. So if he's explaining the story and somebody who he was dealing with or whatever says nigger, he can't say nigger. Is what you're telling me, right?
Goddamn right.
Don't say it to me.
Okay, so why do you can't have it fucking both ways. We do that.
Actually, they say that at your job.
You can.
We do it in our music. We do it in our music.
No, that's the media. No.
Music,
that is
it don't matter. We do it in our music.
And that's been justified for what? They use that shit against us to stop what was going on.
But we still use it in our music.
Just because it's used in music, don't give you
Quentin Tarantino
movies. Listen, movies and the music. That's how they attack. That's how they attack young black minds, young white minds. Well,
then parent your kids.
I said young white and black minds. I'm talking about. This is what they did to us from the time that we were in the 80s. You know that they were doing this in the 60s. Gave us black
everything,
exploitation. But this is all the shit. You don't give that image out to people. You don't give it out to younger people.
All I'm saying
because you think it's okay.
All I'm saying, whatever it was, bro. When I'm talking about when he's saying the word, not the part
in the context he was saying it,
which I just explained that made the difference for me. I explained that. What I'm saying is for anybody to say the fucking word, you can't fucking basically dictate who's gonna use that fucking type of word or what type of English they gonna fucking use.
Hold on.
And if they want to explain the story,
if you made a Jewish slur, what would happen? If you did a Jewish slur, what would happen?
No, listen, you know what it is.
You know, so stop making it like it's something good.
I didn't make it like anything. What I said, he said.
I apologize about that.
What I broke down is what I broke down and said is this: in a montage for. He said they just broke all these things down with him using that fucking term, right? That's what was broke down in the montage. After that, like I said before, the only thing that mattered to me is when he said that, and that spoke to me to what type of motherfucker he might be. You see what I'm saying?
And I'm not with I can't
none
argue
of that shit. But as far as him being able to say, oh, well, this girl I was dating or I was with, she got mad at this black dude and start calling him a fucking nigger. And he says the word nigger. So now, what, you telling me he can't say that shit, but these motherfuckers can recite rap songs and say nigger all day?
They shouldn't be reciting rap songs, but
he shouldn't be able to.
Whatever it is, whatever
they say it at home, they say it at home. But why are you bringing it to? Why are you bringing it to television? Listen, if you can't curse on TV, why the hell can he? And why would you think that it was okay to slur somebody on TV? That's all I'm saying.
What I'm saying is all I'm saying.
There's limits.
So what would happen if one of your coworkers said, "Oh yeah, this is Patti LaBelle, Terrence, Jax, and this is my nigga Ray at your job." Now, how would you feel about that?
Yeah, it's not recorded.
Okay,
it's not
so
the images
he said it's not recorded. Okay, but like I said, the Planet of the Apes thing, no pass. him saying the word or explaining it or talking about it in a conversation or whatever, and saying the word versus or what he say in word. I mean, I don't have no time to be worried about what a motherfucker do in their conversations. People gonna say what they want to say. Okay, but you're right. Yep, they recorded him having a conversation talking about that. But again, the only part for me is the Planet of the Apes thing, and that speaks more to his mentality versus him saying that word is all I'm saying.
For him to explain the story the way that he did and the way the nigger to roll off his motherfucking tongue like that,
he was too comfortable with it.
Right, exactly. Right. But that's exactly why you don't want that guy to be able to say anything.
What I'm telling you is this. I can agree with that because when I wrote in my monologue right here, I say that shit that it was disappointing to hear him say it the way he. I mean, it was just, that's how he talks. But when I heard the situation when he was talking about the whole going to see the Planet of the Apes and being in the actual Planet of the Apes because he was in an all-black neighborhood, that fucked with me because this is somebody who I fucked with. And that's what I'm telling you. The other part of it, I'm not worried about that. When you say it like this and you ain't using the word nigger in this context, but he's explaining to you and he's saying that niggas is fucking monkeys. So to me, that resonated more so than a motherfucker saying the word.
Right.
But no, you are correct.
And him explaining it in a conversation.
But that was
on both sides though, because you're right. Because it's like we said, when we behind closed doors, we say a whole bunch of shit, but we ain't out here in the streets or in the public doing it. But then we also not out here saying underhand shit to people either about their race. So it just shows about his character and who he really is and what he's really about. And he's just a little upset that it got out there.
I mean, listen.
Well,
that's why he's apologizing.
Listen, he can still make all the money he wants because he thought he was insulated back when he was doing this shit. He's insulated now. Like he said, they will give him more money to go someplace else, but he won't be mainstream anymore. He'll be known for that, and he'll be losing some people, losing some backing.
So again, he's not in any danger of that, and he would be. No, he would stand to. He would stand to make more money if he was if Spotify dropped him and he started his own fucking shit. They paid him $100 million. So it's not even that shit really is neither here nor fucking there when it comes
all
to him.
About the dough.
Because he'll be perfectly fine. You see what I'm saying? Because people. Ultimately, a lot of black people, in particularly black men, have been supporting him publicly. These celebrities and entertainers and that type of shit or whatever, because they'll ask the question: should he be canceled? Should he lose his show? Ivy, what you think?
I mean, it really don't matter if his show gets canceled because, like you said earlier, he can start his own shit. I mean, he got millions of followers, so I mean that's irrelevant. But I mean, if I think that people of color, I wouldn't fuck with him. I mean,
well, my thing, I feel you, Don.
I mean,
should he be canceled? Should he lose his shit? Should they just rip everything away from him because he said the word?
The only reason
10 or 12 years ago.
The only reason I would say but same shit, different toilet. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Whether he can make more money or not on the other side, you need to be destroyed for a minute, because if it was a black man, like they've been doing, a whole bunch of shit happened 10 or 12 years ago, and there's
Bill Cosby.
So
not necessarily Bill Cosby, a lot of shit. But I'm just saying
they inflated Bill Cosby. That's the only thing I have to say. They inflated that.
So thank you, Elijah. Thank you, because they don't read. Whoopi Goldberg would be a great example for that. Okay. You gave nothing.
Yeah, he's so full of shit with that,
Elijah. I'm keeping it a buck. So with
they
Whoopi,
don't read.
And you're exactly right. She said something about with the Jews and them being white, and that's white people shit. Basically, is the gist of what happened.
Well, basically saying that, basically saying he was just evil.
In the end, I know what she said, but the thing is, you
getting offended because I said something.
Say that again.
I said, are you getting offended because I said what she said?
No, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. But again, like I said, when it comes to Whoopi Goldberg, she was suspended for 2 weeks, and she said what she said, and I agree with that. Why would she be suspended for that bullshit?
Right, freedom of speech.
And she freedom of speech or whatever. Why is she getting suspended for that shit? You see what I'm saying? But there's a big difference when we're talking about who Joe Rogan is and who she is, and who she works for.
Who's backing her? Yeah.
She works for ABC. Joe Rogan was an entity in itself. He built up his own shit, and they paid him to be on their shit exclusively. Right. And that shit, you see what I'm saying? So, and they paid him $100 million. So, and they backed him. And this shit is really not even about no black shit, because like I always tell you, in a 48-hour news cycle, don't nobody give a fuck about nothing than what Joe Rogan said when it comes down to it.
Right.
That shit ain't on the news site. Nobody's paying attention to that. Who cares?
The gift that keeps
Whoopi Goldberg, she's gonna be back. They not finna, because the thing is that this shit was really about him and COVID. This ain't had nothing to do with niggas, because they always get niggas in this in this thing to fucking use us as a tool, to fucking attack him because of the COVID shit. And because of what his, he was having people in his pocket. He's so big. You see what I'm saying?
So went
huge
after
in terms
him
of his reach, and they went after him, right? About the COVID shit, because he had people that had different opinions when it came to COVID, or different ideas when it comes to treating COVID-19. And they were saying that he was spreading false information. And he broke down some shit, and Spotify supported him, but he broke down some shit basically saying, because before, if you had said that, oh, you get the vaccine, you can't get COVID, but to say that you can get it now, you know what I mean? Now it's fucking false information. You know what I'm saying? The shit changed. What was happening a year ago when it comes to COVID wasn't the truth, is the truth now. You see what I'm saying, or whatever. But he just had a different opinion about it. You look at this shit, it ain't just one side. Everybody, we gonna just all be on this whole one side of things. People look at this shit different. Everybody ain't vaccinated on this panel. You see what I'm saying? And they have different thoughts about this shit. And that's what he had. He had opinion like Jax, or like how fucking Don has. And they tried to push him out, or I'm pulling my music off of fucking Spotify because he believed a certain fate when it came to vaccines. So, okay, we're going to go back and dig up your old shit. Oh, you said nigger. Oh, we got these over here. We're going to go ahead and put this shit up. And that became the story. And that's the entirety of that situation. So, I mean, we can feel it how we want to feel about the situation. And I'm not knocking how nobody feels about this particular situation, but just in the entire context of when it comes to Joe Rogan, I wanted to make sure that I put that out there, that was really the main thing, because prior to this story breaking, that was what was happening for that him.
Shit too. Yeah.
Right. And they was on his head about that. And
but so that's what I was saying. I had two parts. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was like, on one hand, he should be, just on the simple fact is, it's like, for instance, Whoopi Goldberg. I forgot about that shit. And others in our lifetime that we've seen shit happen to like that, from shit that happened years before. But at the same time, it really ain't gonna make or break or hurt him or in any way.
Nate, he has a whole bunch. I'm sorry, Don. Nate, he has a whole bunch of people that feel the same way. Period. You know what I mean?
That right there.
Or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? And that's my point. It's like, me personally, I can't fuck with it like that. When you saying shit like that, when it comes to that's how you look at niggas, like apes, like animals. So for me, I can't really rock with that. But there's a whole lot of people that still support him and support his shit. And if he was to get booted from Spotify, what is that really gonna mean? He's still gonna be able to go get a deal with one of these other upcoming platforms out here, and they're gonna pay him more than $100 million to continue doing what he's doing, and he ain't gonna never say nigger again.
No, actually, the contrary. The people that offered him the more money told him, come over here and say what the fuck you want to say. They told him,
no. I'm just saying that he don't have to do none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna give him the bread. So whatever.
They'll back him no matter what.
You caught me on that back shit. You copy on the other shit, but this shit, okay, whatever. I don't have to say that y'all ain't gonna give me on nothing else, but I'm finna get this extra money. I mean, like I said before, I mean, I don't feel like nobody's wrong with how they feel about this situation, and this is not no debate or argument. I just feel like this, it's more to that story, and I feel like, again, like I've always expressed to y'all in conversations when it comes to the liberals or Democrats and that type of shit, you know, they use niggas, black people and the emotions of black people, and they pull this type of shit to try to crush people. You see what I'm saying? But what is the benefit of us other than he saying a word? Are we supposed to be upset about this word that he said or whatever the fuck, how he was saying it? Why are we sitting there debating that shit about this guy that most of us, like my homegirl said,
take the time to do it to black people all the time and crush them the same way. That's the reason we take the time, because we don't take the time. Listen, he was probably thumbing his nose at the fucking white people that were manage those the media and shit in the first place, that set the whole shit up for black people to think it's okay, and youngsters to think it's okay to have white folks call them niggas and things like that, and think that everything to black is like Good Times and shit like that, or the black exploitation movies. All this shit was set up in motion. And it's right now, we see it in society right now. That's fucking up black society, having and making them think that this shit is what black is all the time. So when we get in this discussion about him doing this, when he says that, it could have been simply.
It's not that important. It's not.
No, it's that important, but you don't want it to be that important. Music, all this shit, image is the biggest importance, because when you talk about kids growing up and trying to.
The biggest
when you're talking about kids growing up seeing shit because they have their phones, they have all this shit.
It's all about how you gonna parent your children, and it just sounds like a cop out for parents that
no. What it sounds like is it sounds like there's a lot of work to do. That's what it sounds like, and you have to be responsible even if you put the product out.
It's about how
parenting.
I mean, I think that parenting has a major part in that type of shit.
Of course it does, but you know what?
Absolutely.
Your kids are around other kids in school 8-9 hours of the day, and you're not there. You can teach your kids what you want, but they're still going to be around things that infect their brain and the way of their thinking.
They do homeschooling and private school.
Yeah, there's some, but there's enough kids out here that are falling through the cracks because they're around.
Right, but but your responsibility would be to be dealing with your own family, right?
Yeah. Well, that's
charity starts at
that
the home.
in the small-minded scope of things. Yeah.
No, in the real mind.
In the small-minded. Because that's where people don't want to be accountable for their own actions, and then when
this is exactly what accountable. That's exactly what we're talking about.
No, yeah, it's accountability on a larger
accountability
scale. They have a percentage
parents that take care of what they're supposed to do.
They have a percentage because they're parents. Then when you send your kids to school, what I'm talking about is this: when you send your kids to school or send them out into the world, you can teach them certain things, but they spend more time out and about with other people and other people's bad kids and other people's written shit talking about people, whether they're male, female, or a minority or whatever. All these things affect how this shit goes. So it's a bigger thing when you talk about it's okay to have this image or that being placed out here, and then you say. You caught on to exactly what he was saying and how he felt. There was no problem with that. But younger people, when you're trying to say that they don't read or they don't do this, so they don't understand what's going on, you have to understand that they're geared from birth with all the things that are thrown at them that have nothing to do with their parents and parents not doing a good job. They're bombarded with all this other thing for over 8-9 hours without their parents around. So when you sit up there and say that, that's what I'm getting at. You gotta. It's more responsibility than just the parents on this shit. And people need to know the industry, the shit that they put out here is not for everybody. And somehow you have to stop this from just being okay to put out shit out there like that. Our biggest thing is always some shit with a bunch of women fighting and arguing and shit like that.
We've heard enough.
You can hear enough, but that's the shit that you like. Shit.
The shit that I like, whatever, nigga.
Well, I'm talking about what I'm talking about is you're okay with the disastrous
what,
shit.
Nigga?
You're okay with the disastrous shit. Niggas on TV arguing and fussing and fighting. Okay, that type of shit. When I'm talking about this, I'm saying this all this shit that's pushed and been through here. You're acting like each person is just too dumb to understand what was going on. I'm just saying that this thing started well before us, and it's a big ass battle that's going on, and it happens to do with television, and the media and the record companies. They put the shit out.
And like I said before, it's up to the parents to guide their children, the children that they choose to fucking have, and let them know about these things, because it ain't like they ain't lived before. But okay.
I hear both sides. It's definitely up to the parents.
It absolutely is about the fucking parents. But people make choices when they grow up, and they make
fucking because the parents are doing what they're doing.
I do agree with Terrence saying to the aspect of, like, for instance, I was riding a car with my son today, and we listened to, like, so I try not to. I mean, I don't shelter my kids from things, but at the same time, I don't try to just overly expose them to this negative music or this negative TV, whatever it is. And we riding, and so I'm like, okay, well, let me throw the radio on. First they come on, so what? We get drunk. So what? We smoke weed. Then they kept going, hey, 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 smoke weed every day, over and over and over and over again. And I was like, now what he's saying is, as much as you parent your kids, because they look up they like cartoons, they like whatever, they aspire and look up to different things besides just what their parents instill in them. And what he's saying,
but you were with your kid at the time when this is playing, though, right?
Absolutely.
So at that time, as a parent, you have the power to fucking shut that off, right? So that they don't hear that.
Absolutely. But what he's saying is, when they're out in the world,
you have right. You raise your. I get all of that, bro. You do the best as a fucking parent to raise your kids to be what they need to be, nigga, and hope to God that they make the decision that they're supposed to make in order for them to be successful and to be safe.
So that's what I'm saying. Y'all saying the same shit. Is this? You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's up to the parent, but he's just saying there are a lot of influences outside.
I'm not saying that there's not.
I understand. I understand you're not saying it's not, but he's just saying that a lot of shit shouldn't be okay. Now, I don't feel
Ray knows we've had this discussion, but he knows what I mean.
The radio, yeah, it was up to me to stop the radio, but I don't think at the same time that it was okay for the radio. It was like, why do you stop on this part and keep saying it over and over again? Now, I'm just saying that shouldn't be cool.
All I'm gonna say is like this: there are a lot of parents and people that I know that don't allow their kids to get involved with that. And like I said before, you can't protect your kids from everything. They gonna grow up and they gonna be out in the world, and you will only do so much for your fucking kids. Yes, I know there's fucking influences and shit like that, but you ain't gonna never control that. Is what I'm saying to you. And whatever Joe Rogan or fucking Snoop Dogg or Tupac or 50 Cent or whoever these motherfuckers is doing rap music and saying the N-word or whatever the fuck they saying in the music, you can't fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's like that world is out there. You teach your kids as much as you can and you try to teach them, but when they become themselves and they get out there in the world, they're gonna make their own decisions.
Well, for me, I let Devin pretty much watch whatever the fuck he wants. And then when I hear certain shit, I talk to him about it and I explain to him that shit ain't real. You know what I'm saying? Or you can't do that, or this is dumb, and that'll get you fucked up or locked up or maybe even killed. So I explained to him about the things that I allow him to watch, because he doesn't go to school out at a regular school. He's at school at home. You know what I'm saying? So he watches a lot of different things, but his demeanor and the way that he is as a kid, all I have to do is talk. He comes and talks to me about all the things that he watches, and I'll explain. I'll answer questions, and we talk about it. Yeah, if it's something you don't understand why that happens, and that's one thing. But I understand what you're saying too. Every parent is not that parent. Every parent is not explaining things, and every parent is not talking to their kid.
Well, you can explain and all that, but what I'm saying is you are bombarded with so many other messages. Kids are. With so many other messages and from other kids that have been bombarded with other stuff. And those are the friends they trust, and you can teach them how to react to things, but they might dabble because they're experimenting as they're growing up. They're listening to things. They're trying to figure out what's what. And if the parents are telling the truth about things. So you're going to continue to get that type of thing out there because you are only with your kid for so long in a day. and they're going to get media influence from music, from television, from reading books, from things that are misquoted, miswritten. And those are things I'm talking about where these companies have to be held accountable, but no one does because it's about money. The world loves
I get that, but what I'm saying is even
the world
with Devin,
loves
like I said,
Hollywood.
Like I said, even with Devin, it doesn't matter if I'm here or not. If there's something that he's watching and that he's seen and he doesn't know and he wants to know about that, and he's like, Mom, well, this happened on this show, or he'll show me the show and I'll answer his questions. Again, I don't have that type of issue with Devin because he tells me even when I'm not here what he's watched, and I can see what he's watching.
Yeah. Well, that's a one case, and I'm not saying that you're doing the right thing. I'm not saying that. What I was saying is it's so much that it's like we know that every generation actually gets worse with something because the imagination they have in their mind from the crap that they're hearing about and seeing from old, and they're thinking this is the way to do it. And certain kids might not have that person in their life that influences them to not do things, but they might have a slick enough tongue to be there influencing them. But we read, listen, we read history and books, right? In classes and in school when you're growing up. And the shit is never told in the right thing. When it comes down to Black history, you're always hearing about roots. You know, they're not talking about the inventors and all the rest of this stuff. I'm just saying the mindset that you set up from all these different areas, you know, kind of lead back to some of the stuff we see now and today and how Black people look at things and poor people in general, white people too, you know, and that's the reason they think it's okay to say nigga.
The whole thing is everybody right. Y'all both right. All three of y'all right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all saying the same shit just in different ways. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you know, there's influence out there. Everybody recognizes that. Yeah, at the same time, when those influences out there, you should explain it to your children and let your children know what's what, you know what I'm saying? And then, there's only so much you can control. So, I mean, all those things go without saying, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, at the same time, we can sit here and talk in circles for hours. But, I mean, at the end of the day, they all go without saying. I mean, so at the end of the day, all we can do is pretty much what he said in a nutshell is do your best to, you know, try to help them differentiate. Because, I mean, for me, what I'm saying is I don't shelter for right now. My son, he has an iPhone right now. He probably in there listening to NBA YoungBoy right now. I wouldn't fucking doubt it. You see what I'm saying? Or some shit like that. Like I get they're gonna hear this shit. You see what I'm saying? And but you know what I'm saying? And so at that point and I understand that just like us, we grew up looking at the rappers and shit on TV. I mean, that's just natural. You see what I'm saying? And so and
they were a little different back then.
That's the influence, and it shouldn't be as easy. You know what I'm saying? Especially what I was saying about the radio is, well, shit, I might as well listen to NBA YoungBoy in the car. They playing the same shit on the radio, so it's everywhere. So that's not going to stop.
But let me clarify. I was actually talking about little white kids as much as Black kids seeing the shit.
Whoever's kids.
That's what that's what I was talking about because their images are based in.
But the thing is, it's like I said before. It's like we say it and we sell it, or it's being sold by whoever's owning this type of shit, and it's okay,
right?
And we condone the shit. So from what I'm saying is that you don't go platinum without white people buying your records.
Exactly.
So these white people buy these records and they say the word, or they sing along and they do this type of thing, or they have Black friends. A lot of these young people, they say, I've seen this shit. You see what I'm saying? We're young people talking like this, Black kid, white kid, whatever, my nigga, hey nigga, whoop, whoop. And I'm sitting there looking at this shit like, you know, confused, like, what the fuck? Right, you see what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is when it comes to a motherfucker like Joe Rogan, he ain't no different or whatever. You know what I mean? And in the conversation and what he's having. And again, like I said before, my shit ain't my beef with him ain't got nothing to do with him using that word more so than what he said and when he explained his story. And that speaks more to the mindset for me.
Yeah. You were correct from that from the start.
Did you get the story to upload?
Yeah. What else we got going on? Fuck this nigga.
Yeah, what's up?
So Joe Rogan, he shouldn't be canceled. Y'all like fuck it. He said what he said.
It don't make me no difference.
I didn't think he should be canceled. I think that he should be checked like they checked him. Said something to him.
Okay. I can dig that. I can dig that too. If he was fired, I could be with that too. I'm just saying that if he was fired, it really wouldn't do nothing. I mean, it makes a point because they can like what Terrence said, what they do to niggas, or like
that
Jackson, we talk about Whoopi Goldberg and suspending it and it being a white guy and them taking him and putting him on there and firing him or whatever. It has more of an impact to say that you can't do these certain type of things. But I just feel like when you bring in the COVID situation and how that shit is, it was some sideways type shit and them trying to use niggas to try to fucking push him out. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not.
No, you're correct on that
too. How niggas feel about this shit, because you're gonna feel a certain kind of way. I did. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm honest about it. It bothers me because he's somebody that I liked. It's somebody. This is somebody who I like though. What you say?
I said, ain't no different than the stop and frisk. We're gonna pull you over for a tail light, and now we found a crack sack. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So in that aspect, I don't feel fucking bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, well, whatever it is, they got your ass.
Yeah, well, and he still got his job. So he got his job back. He gonna get his job. I mean, he ain't lost nothing. And Whoopi gonna be back on the View. So there we go. You can say racist. I think either way it goes, but still in the same though, he still apologized for it. He made an effort. But here's the thing: is you can say racist shit. If they can say nigga all day and we can sell nigga on records and shit like that, I don't see nothing wrong with Whoopi saying what she said, because really what she said wasn't malicious at all. I mean, that's just how she see it, because she
just doubled down and letting him know that he was evil. He doesn't think it.
She tapped out. She tapped out though.
Well, I mean, eventually, but she went back a couple times when they asked her.
She went on some shows and tapped out. I'm trying to
that was after the fact. I'm talking about the day of, and then later on. Then she came back that next day.
Her last name is Goldberg.
Yeah, she has a Jewish last name.
Yeah.
Goldberg. All she doing is just giving her opinion. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Regardless of how sensitive the topic is, that's her opinion.
Long as it ain't, what I'm saying.
The final solution was about money, funding the war and being able to do what he couldn't do because he was running out of money. And his general came up with that.
What are you talking about?
It was just wrong.
Talking about Hitler, the whole thing. It was the final solution.
The wrong community was the whole thing.
They had money.
This is a black community.
Hey, listen, man. I'm not gonna. We ain't gonna talk about Jewish people on my show.
No, I'm not talking about Jewish people. I was just talking about. I was not even getting into that like that. I was just saying.
Let's just chill.
You tripping?
They own all. No, I'm not tripping. You tripping?
No,
I'm just saying.
I'm tripping. What I say?
I'm just following the rules.
Can we get to the next fucking?
Okay.
Oh, that's
right. Go ahead, Ray. Let's go.
Ray trying to stay in line, so he don't get
I'm trying to stay online, nigga. These niggas
trying to stay in line. My bad, Ray. My bad.
I'm just saying. I think we are on the same page here. I just don't want to talk about them anymore.
Damn it.
Yeah, I'm with you. Ivory said it right. I'm trying to stay online, and so we're gonna go with that. Yeah. So muscle top or whatever. I got love because there's black Jews too. Hey, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and move on, y'all. Okay, so Joe Rogan said nigger, and we know
you're still going there.
Man, shut your mouth. Hold on, hold on. Pull you off real quick. Oh, you the wrong person. I pulled you
suck, right?
No, I didn't mean to do that. I
know. I'm just messing with you, man.
All right. So anyway, since we on this shit tonight.
Joe Biden. I didn't even see this. What you
I didn't either.
Joe Biden,
the crack pipe.
I
went looking for it, but I didn't see it.
Oh man, that's just hilarious. It's crazy.
So he has this program or whatever, and they have they're issuing crack pipes to crack people.
Methamphetamine, crack,
just like here, needles and everything else.
Right. No.
You know, heroin addicts.
Shit.
No, absolutely.
But he's the president.
I mean, shit. I mean, other presidents have signed off on shit before, I guess. In the past.
He gonna get a big shipment in.
So check this out though. So
who's making these crack pipes?
So
right.
I don't know, but the thing is that so when we look at the whole thing and the big scope of things, when we talk about crack cocaine in America and how it's affect Black people in particular, you know, they flooded Black neighborhoods with crack cocaine to fund an illegal war. And so now we fast forward to 30, 40 years later, and now they're giving us the crack pipe to smoke the crack. You know what I mean? Like this shit is really fucking incredibly crazy.
Damned if you do, damned if you do.
Yeah, I mean, so here's the crack pipe for you, so you can smoke that crack we've been giving you for the last 40 years. Here, had this shit.
They trying to bring crack back is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That
no, hey, listen, listen. So here's the thing, though. And I also read that crack, the crack sale. I mean, as far as people buying crack and behold, no, it's gone up.
We also said
people are, man. Listen, I couldn't fucking believe this shit. Yes, recently. I'm talking about recent, right today. Nigga get a crack sack right now. It's like nigga 88, nigga. Right now.
Right now.
Right now, nigga. Get a crack sack right now.
War on what drugs? Nigga. You're not there's no war on drugs. It's war on people.
We're number 2 in addiction in everywhere.
Yeah. Hold on. I got something for y'all. This shit is incredible. Don seen this shit. Oh man, it's hilarious.
It's fucking are you talking about the bitch?
No, I'm talking about the dude who was on the city council.
Yeah. He's like, we got clean meth. They got the cleanest meth.
Hold on. I'm gonna share this.
I'm
gonna share. No, yes. Hold on. I'm gonna share this shit. Oh, hold on.
This guy laying down with his dog.
Yeah, always.
Okay.
What happened?
He over there see bear or something, a dog.
No, I was
the white dude.
No, the white dude. Is this the one that had the dog and he said he left his wife or something like that?
He left, in the bong.
Yeah. This him. That's exactly who it is.
Like that shit.
Oh yeah, he's on drugs. Big drugs.
Oh, he says it.
Oh, watch.
Please queue on item 62.
Request of Alexander Haydenstein to address council regarding vaccine passport approval. Alexander, are you able to unmute?
Yes, can you see me? Yo, can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm clear.
Okay. Yo, I just want to say, hey, I'm a member of Antifa, and listen, I was in Texas. I had a wife. She worked at a bank. You know, she worked there for 11 years, and I had 2 kids. And she got all radicalized and became a Trump supporter. So I took the dog, I took the car, and I drove straight to Los Angeles. And I'll be honest with you, like, LA was terrible. It was a nightmare. And then I met some guys, we rode some trains, and we went up to Portland. And I have to tell you guys, this is the best place, the cleanest methamphetamines that I've ever done. But the problem is a lot of these guys, all these dope users out there, you know, a lot of them aren't vaccinated. And that's the thing. They got all these needles. I don't want to catch COVID. You know what I mean? Like, I'm triple vaccinated. And I think everything, and I mean, I'm telling you, this El Camino, I've been parked on this street for 3 weeks. Nobody has said anything at all. It is so chill. Dude, you can smoke all day in the purest Molly I've ever seen. Like, you can stay up all night and it's chill in Portland. And what happened at the Federal building, it was sweet that y'all were so chill about it, because a lot of my boys were the ones starting this fire. And like, I know some family friends that went down on January 6th to Washington, D.C., and now they're in jail forever. Like, they're going to be in jail forever. So that's so tight that you were able to hook us up, Mayor Wheeler, and not mess us up like those loser Trump supporters. They're like, so Portland is chill. So guys, if y'all want some clean dope, the fentanyl is clean, the Molly is clean, the PCP, the GHB. Oh my, the cleanest GHB I've ever seen. Oh my God, me and my boy Fez, we were tripped out for 4 hours, dude. We were at the McDonald's. Dude, I had 6 McChickens, dude. I don't even eat meat, man. It was sick. Portland is like, if you're chill and you like to smoke and you like old art movies, dude, you can smoke all day, watch old movies. They'll let you take your dog in the theater. They let you take your dog in the theater. They don't do any of that crap in Texas. In Texas, they got all these rules. They got all these cops. They pull you over. Dude, Portland is so chill. So, Mayor Wheeler, you're the #1 chillest mayor ever, dude. So, I just want to encourage everybody out there, if you got a family member that's like on Trump's crap or something like that, go to Portland, take the train.
We're over time, so we can cut him off now.
Thank you.
Hey, you know he's a plant. He's a plant. That's all that shit was. He was a straight plant.
I don't think so.
He was trying to sabotage him for real. So look how he was selling. Hey, come on, druggies. Oh, come to Portland. Let's have a party.
Yeah, he wasn't playing. He was dead ass high as giraffe pussy. Okay.
No, he could have been high, but he's a plant. Yeah, who gonna let him on anything?
Because it was open to the public, nigga. That's why.
But didn't she call for one of the
city council meeting? He gave a different fake ass name about some shit that wasn't happening, and he put his real name
get on and do that crazy. Okay.
He got on there high as monkey ass, and he did what he did.
So it was. So see, he was running game on him. Okay, that's what I was thinking it was.
That shit was hilarious to me though.
I was like, how the hell he get on there? Why are they leaving him on there?
They had him on there, man. They gave him his time, nigga. I'm going on the next.
They sent Tales from the crypt, cut him off.
He's at his chair.
His time is up. Oh, that was really fucked up. Oh,
it's the truth, though.
He said the cleanest model.
He right about it.
Yeah, he went through all the drugs.
He ain't bullshitting.
PCP.
Hey, he ain't lied about nothing he said.
He was high on methamphetamine or something of that nature.
Wait, why did he have? Listen, check it out. Why did he have his mask on, sitting in his car though, with his dog?
I noticed that.
I see it all fucking day. I see it all day.
I was like, what the fuck? You got your mask on? You doing drugs? Talking about you scared of getting COVID from the folks, but you got clean needles. What the fuck? Man, okay.
They said Tales from the Crips cut him off. He's off.
Hey, she was yeah. She wild anyway.
Hey,
oh man, I don't know. There's some changes gonna come. I don't know if it's gonna be good, but I know it's gonna be some changes.
Oh, they already was talking about the news how the plan ain't working, that the people ain't utilizing the drug treatment programs. This offered to them when they get caught with small amounts of dope. So they just get the E-charge or the class E charge, and which is basically a misdemeanor, and they're going about their business and back to their old business. There ain't nobody using the drug counseling. You thought that was gonna work?
Hey, put them up. Hey, do day workers, have them out there on farms and stuff like that when they get caught up. Have a 90-day program for each one of them.
Ivory, how you feel about this shit, man? This is the Portland City Council. This is the city that you reside in currently.
One more thing before you let Ivory answer. Ivory, guess what else they're doing? What? They're going to put a sales tax on us so that we can pay for the homeless people to have $750 a month on a card. And that's more than a bitch with one kid get on welfare every month. Just want to put that out there. Go ahead.
I would say, they've already put a couple of sales tax on us.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. I hope you ain't telling the truth. Because
time to get rid of city council.
I hate to keep saying this, man, but I am a overpaying taxpayer, okay? And I say no to everything. But the fact that he's advertising that Portland has the best drugs and it's clean, what I seen in that is 1,000 invites. Unwanted invites from people to come up
4
here,
out
man.
of 10 complete the drug program.
I mean, shit. We got enough of them motherfuckers up here already. Stay your motherfucking ass where you at.
You're correct.
The drug program,
But he was talking about you living in his car and sat there for days. I think he was being truthful, and that was right.
No, he's not.
He wasn't.
He was telling the truth, sitting there for 3 weeks and nobody stopped him. But let's park your ass on the streets in Southeast for just like for over an hour more than you were supposed to. They'll come and ticket you on your vehicle.
So here's the deal, bro. We had a trailer down the street from our house, like probably 2 blocks from our house. Okay, I'm not lying. It was an RV, and then next thing you know, there were 2 trucks, and then the next day there was a car, and then they had satellite stuck in somebody's yard. Okay, then they had a damn kiddie pool tied to the back of the fucking RV, and then they had a bucket underneath the sewage, which obviously means this motherfucker leaking. Okay,
yeah.
So I complained, as well as the rest of the neighbors, called the police, and the officer. This is what the officer told me. He said, "I'm gonna tell them that they need to move, but I'm gonna tell you what they probably already know." Is that technically they can move that truck or their vehicles 6 feet to the left or 6 feet to the right, and they good for another week or 2. And then they can go back and move the motherfucker back another 6 feet. And it's a game, bro.
Yeah. But if you're a taxpayer and you have a job, they're going to harass the shit out of you every time you do things for over 15 minutes longer than you're supposed to. They're going to try to tack a fee on you. And man, this is what's so sorry about this whole thing. They got to change the way it's governed in the city and this fucking state, for real. Just for the fact that they got that. They're always harassing somebody who's making a little bit of money trying to, pay, for the kids and home. Shit.
As long as Ted Willer's the mayor, it's not going to happen. You're going to need somebody who's center to the right. You can't have no he's too, you can't have no fucking progressive or no hard fucking left motherfucker. You're going to have somebody come in that's in the middle. You can't have you can't all this special shit they want to try to do. It ain't gonna work. It ain't been working. I mean, I'm just saying though, bro, it is what it is. I mean, we have to be honest about it.
They have to they have to change the city council and stuff, the power, and how they need different representatives for each community and stuff like that.
I'm have so votes embarrassed to get this because stuff done. I voted for her to see.
Yeah. Yeah, she came and gave her speech and was out there with us, and I remember her. She's tall as I am.
You realize they slowly taking over. You know that, right?
It's a wrap, but here's the thing: as lifelong Democrats and all that type of shit, we tend to vote down ballot and not really pay attention to what actually really affects us, versus a certain segment of the population that might not even, you might have family, this and that, but I mean, it's one of those type of things, man. And it's like, you kind of cut your nose to spite your face, and you fuck with these people that are radical and they thought process with shit. And then they take money and it like defund the police. That shit don't work for us.
Yeah, that was the stupidest thing I ever heard.
I mean, we pay taxes. We pay taxes, nigga. I mean, motherfuckers call the police. Niggas be calling the police. They be needing the police as much as we see the fucked up shit from police. I mean, in the scope of things, when shit go left, that's what people do, and then when that shit went away, we see fucking murders and shit skyrocket. All types of crimes, go up because of this shit.
Nah, shit, it be going down with the bums.
It be homicides with them bums.
Oh yeah, they have this shit.
The bums got big pistols.
Nigga, I don't even fuck with
burn up sides of buildings on a regular basis in the last couple months.
Listen, bro, I was on my way to work this morning and I stopped to get some gas and coffee and shit. And it was some bums out there, like by the exit and shit. And this one dude, he was hanging out. He had a fucking bat and this shit, like tucked in this little backpack, nigga. I was like, oh, they vicious out here, man. It looked like some straight purge type shit. The way this motherfucker was. He had that bat, nigga. And I looked at him when I walked in the store, man. I was just like, ooh, wait. I'm like, nigga, I'm ready, nigga.
They banging.
Damn, nigga, I'm finna knock you off. You come anywhere close to me, man. He look on each other.
It be bum on bum violence.
Fuck.
Hey, they're transients and not bums. Bums are your friends that beg from you. They're transients. Yeah, shit.
Whatever. They drug addicts.
He said bum
we gonna he putting it in the proper context. Hold on.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers are dangerous.
Yes.
Like Ivory said, you fall down on the streets in downtown Portland, you get a staph infection. Nigga.
Period.
Period. Nah, man. Jackson told me some stories. I ain't been to downtown, nigga, in like 2.5 years.
Yeah, not go.
That shit was this. Imagine how it has had this psychologically every fucking day. Like even on my lunch,
I'm gonna drive down there tomorrow.
I ain't been down to Northwest in a while, but I mean,
by the downtown.
No, Terrence,
listen,
I haven't been downtown Portland and like in downtown.
No, I was
Portland,
talking about
where
the courthouse and stuff is.
Hey,
they've cleaned
I'm
that up
talking
a
about
lot.
all that. I mean, I have not driven down there or been down there.
Check this out.
In like 2 years.
Check this out. Ray, Terrence, I'll give each one of y'all $100 if you walk around downtown Portland with flip flops on with no socks. You gotta do a mile.
I'll do it for $100. Yeah, nigga, what we doing?
Hey, back in the day, check this out.
You gonna be
last time me and Ray walked around with flip flops.
No, Ivory, telling me gotta be
for a mile.
Right. He's telling me he got to start in Old Town.
Last time you and I walked around with flip flops, we got attacked by the police.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, we got attacked by the police.
By the Greyhound station.
And then work your
way to Old Town. That was bad. Yeah. What do you say?
Oh yeah, right. So Nate ain't lying because Nate.
You're correct. Well, you know that.
Yeah. Hardesty. She said that shit, and her nephews as gang members.
Right.
Yeah. No, I remember that. I remember that. You're correct, Nate.
Yes, it's shit.
Yeah,
she said, you better
problem.
do it.
Yeah, you better put them flip flops on and wear that muscle shirt you got on too.
She said, you show off, nigga.
Oh, is she trying to get me hurt? If I step on a needle? No.
Nigga, I'll
she
do
won't
it
bad for me. Oh,
let me tell you something. For $100,
better do it.
I will walk downtown for a mile. That ain't shit.
You said for $100?
With flip flops on and no socks? In the rain?
With my
I'll put my slides.
Oh yeah, Don said in the rain. We gotta up the risk factor.
Oh no, there's always raining. I mean, no, it wasn't raining today. It was a beautiful day.
But hold on. But to her, what she said, I'll still do it for $100.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that ain't tough. That ain't tough. I was thinking about. Listen, I was thinking about my put my little Nike slides.
You got to
put on the same slides I got on right now.
Don't worry about it. He gonna have staff.
Yeah.
Little toenail is already fucked up. Gonna fall.
No, you're gonna catch something in the air. You ain't catching it from your feet. You're gonna catch it in the air. Shit.
No, Don is over there talking shit. Shut up. Why you snitching? This nigga snitching, bro.
Shit is fucked up already. Gonna fall the fuck off.
Yeah, you saw Nate. You gonna spend $100 at a doctor.
Right. You're gonna need more than 100. That's
nigga talking about my motherfucking toe. I got a gray toe, nigga.
But this thing got the best medical and coverage in the world. Fuck out of here.
Listen, man, it's like it's crazy. My left foot is cool though, but the right one is.
You can take
battling for years.
And get rid of that. If not,
hey, listen. So Jamaica told me, she said, Ray. She said, I got some pills for that. She came over and gotta have my socks on, nigga. You know, and I got a pill for that. And she was like, Ray. She's like, bro, you know ain't nothing topical gonna handle that. She said that to me, bro. She said, I got some pills for you, fam. Just here, take these motherfuckers, man. It's gonna save your life.
My
but
goodness.
She said, nigga, ain't nothing topical gonna help that, bro. Like I said,
nothing.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, and I just put my business out there. So in order to like Eminem did on 8 Mile, nigga, I'm gonna talk about myself. Yep, I have a great toe. I do. But though when I cut it down though and put some Vaseline on it, it look regular.
No, I don't.
Did he say cut it down and put some Vaseline on it?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I got that machine and my shit though for that Greyfoot nigga.
Damn.
Damn.
Hey, my glasses broke today, bro. My only
pair
pair that I
and get you some new ones.
Good chocolate cake. Who got chocolate cake?
What?
You got insurance?
It's the Oregon Foot Clinic. I got the number. Actually,
I get some new frames or something tomorrow.
Oregon Foot Clinic, nigga. I'm finna go there to do my Greyfoot. I'll handle that.
Damn shame. So they gonna make us pay the sales tax, so that not to use the money for anything good like the children or
exactly.
They're gonna use it to give the homeless $750 so they can go buy more dope with the free crack pipes and needles that they just got for free.
Who the hell came up? What counselor and who's pushing the bill so we can get rid of them?
You gotta look that shit up. I just lost all train of thought when I seen that. I was like, "Are you shitting me?" But yep, that's what they're doing.
Really, we got to change the government. We got to. I mean, the local government, that is the style of government, like they've been harping on forever.
Matters. That's the only one that matters is what's going on in your hometown. I mean, shit.
No, I'm talking about the style of government where they're supposed to, how the mayor has this, or you have more representatives from the communities or whatever. There's a certain percentage of power that you have. Right now, he's like in a committee. He's the mayor, but he has a committee, and he only holds so much power with them. So, yeah, we'll figure it out.
Well,
damn,
just know that.
Damn, Don, you just really shitted on the rest of my night.
I know. I'm sorry. Tell Yolanda to rub your head.
Man, shit, that's fucked up. Like I said, I hope you ain't telling the truth.
I'm telling the whole truth and nothing.
Oh, they always sliding it, but if they're saying that we've never let a sales tax happen in here, but they do it not a regular sales tax. It's usually on our paycheck, and they put a tax for roads, for art, and what else they put out. They got like a bunch of little taxes out here for the city. I'm like, what the hell?
Hey, we've been rolling like a motherfucker tonight.
I'm trying to find the thing. God damn it. Oh, there it go. I'm about to send it to your phone right here now, Ivory.
No, I'm gonna put that out. I'm done with that shit.
Tapping out, huh?
Oh man, it's getting close. I did 2 shows. I did 2 shows tonight, man. This is back-to-back shows, man.
Yeah, it was a pretty good show you did earlier too. Like I said, I was trying to chime in from Facebook, and you got nothing from me. You didn't see any of that stuff that I had put out there, so I switched over to YouTube.
And they said Jamaica. Yeah, she said that though. She said, "Roy, that topical for to help
funny
you
altogether." Oh, she's a comedian though.
Nigga, when she said that though, but no, because he was telling me, she said, "Bro, I got some pills that I got left over because I had that problem." And she was like, because she noticed, she knew, nigga, when she seen my toe, nigga. She was like, yeah, nigga. She said, "I got something for you." She was like, and I was like, "Oh, I'll be putting what you call it on there." And she was like, she started laughing. She said, "Bro, ain't nothing topical gonna help you with that, bro." Like, you need pills. She said, "Nigga, you need to take drugs. You need to go to the." She's like, "You need to go to the Oregon clinic, nigga. Oregon Foot Clinic, nigga."
Like that?
Shit. Yeah, nigga. She told me that.
That nigga toe got a Shrek toe. It's like a wooden toe.
I got 2. It's like 2 different niggas, bro. Like my left foot is just straight, bro, and then my right foot is just like. I remember when it happened too, though, bro. I was at Dishman. And I didn't have no flip flops on. I was in the shower, nigga. After that, been the same, nigga.
I remember you told me that.
And what's the name? I forget who he told. He looked at me. He had his eyes all buck, and he was like, "Man, you taking no shower in there like that, nigga." After he said that shit, my feet ain't been the same, nigga. My foot ain't been the same. Because the other foot is cool, nigga. That shit look marvelous.
But you gonna go through Old Town though with flip flops on. See what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's that.
My right foot is gonna be all right. It's already fucked off.
The left foot is battle. It's battle torn, battle scarred, so it's okay.
No, it ain't. It still got 4 more toes on it, and the bottom of that foot.
Building up a tolerance.
He gonna have that vampire in Brooklyn foot.
Right.
Fucked up.
That's good
all
shit.
All your toenails gonna be black, looking like talons and shit. Quit playing.
He's looking
you can perch on a fence and shit.
Like straight talons.
On a fence, just holding on, looking at like that owl was in my tree that night in the backyard. Fuck me up, nigga. The little talons and the head was turning and shit. I was like, what in the fuck? Oh yeah. Don't do it, Ray. $100 and it ain't worth it. You can go pay $100. You gonna pay $100 in copays for that shit.
He's just get it corrected, nigga. Oh my god.
Yeah, they got some oral medications that'll take care of that because that shit probably in your bloodstream now.
Wow.
That just sounded awful.
I'm just saying, fuck it. Let's just
antifungal, huh? Antifungal.
I mean, you gotta fight it from the inside at a certain point.
That nigga said he got athlete foot in his bloodstream.
Yeah. Look, he's serious too. Look, he's looking down.
What happened? What happened?
He said you got athlete foot in your bloodstream.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard her. That shit don't hurt my feelings.
I didn't say all that. I just said fuck it. This nigga Nate said Jamaica's foot. Oh shit, I gotta get to it. This nigga Nate.
Oh man.
He said Jamaica's foot was hanging over the red shoe, and I started singing Chocolate Cake.
Oh man.
God damn it. They always used to come in front of her. She used to grip the ground with her toes with them heels on. And then one
y'all singing like a mud.
Yeah, she talking bad.
Like
yeah,
a motherfucking old ass.
Hey, but you know she'll be the first one to sting on anybody. Jamaica is quick to sting on somebody.
Damn, y'all just went in.
Cause somebody left the gate open at the zoo. Let that bitch out.
She watching too. She fucking
She know what's up. She know what it is. Shit.
She gonna chime in. She watching this shit tonight.
Oh yeah.
Hey, watch your own girlfriend. Watch your own.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Y'all crazy.
Oh no. But Jamaica will go in on somebody though. So yeah, she thinks she a comedian.
But Alex lights her ass up every time.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, Alex loves doing that to people.
Alex lights her up and be asking her what she do with the rest of her eyebrow and all kind of shit. Alex be lighting her ass up. How much you missing a few edges and shit. All it goes down. I love it.
Damn.
My daughter's a comedian. She chops her regularly. Yeah.
Got me yawning over here, yo.
You always yawning.
Do we ever go past? Do we ever talk about biting for real though?
We just talked about the crack pipes.
We talk about. So who's manufacturing?
Ray was going to show
pipes?
the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I just need to know who's manufacturing them so I can get some money in on the thing.
Or invest in the crack pipe.
Hey,
be like
the music business.
Nigga. Invest in the crack sack, nigga.
They said it was at your house, Ray. And she had the red heels on.
You're sitting there watching. They be watching people.
So she had the ground.
No, that was me. That was courtesy of me and my sisters. We was having big jokes.
The vampire in Brooklyn. Yes, the vampire in Brooklyn.
It's better than Jeepers Creepers toes, you know. Shit.
Well, I don't know. Vampire in Brooklyn is pretty bad. His ass was dying.
Whole body was deteriorating.
Yeah,
rapidly.
Oh, I'm gonna pull that movie up.
What did he say? Not his nuts. Not my nuts. No.
Oh man, I gotta watch that again.
Oh yeah.
My thing too. Well, y'all, I think
that's an underrated movie.
Tonight.
Yes, sir.
Been great.
All right, family.
Thank you all for joining the PDXDOPE Live Podcast Friday night. We are back in full motherfucking effect. Thank you all for joining us. And what am I looking for? You're freak. And where is that at? Is this my new one? Oh yeah. Goodbye.
I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere. Got something to dance to for players and squares. Drugs and booze we share. The smell of weed, smoke, and sex in the air. Come and play with me if you dare. It's hotter than Hell's Kitchen, women everywhere. We living it up until the clock stop. Rockin' hip hop, we go hard to the last shot. Or my body drop, planted in the box. Alright, let me get something clear up top. We're not here for approval. We're not here to be liked.
Get busy, y'all. Hey, Scooty. Blazers number one.
We live still.
Blazers number one.